Welcome to Part 6 of the Engage Analytics How-To video series. In this last video of the series, we are going to show you how to compare up to 3 sets of survey data by means of the Comparison tab of the dashboard. Use a practical example to demonstrate how to explore and isolate the root causes of issues that matter, and explain how the dashboard can be used for custom-designed surveys, such as values or culture survey. Please note that you can use this link to access a demonstration version of the Engage Analytics dashboard with the same survey data shown in this video. Click on the Comparisons icon in the sub-menu bar to open the Comparisons page of the dashboard. A filter panel that is anchored to the top of the page will allow you to set business unit and demographic filters for up to 3 columns. To demonstrate the use of the Comparisons function, let's use a practical example from a heat map of the survey results. See Part 4 of the How-To video series for more on generating a heat map. The heat map highlights the fact that the Finance and Administration unit achieved the highest overall scores in the survey. The Deliveries unit received much lower scores though, with the second lowest and lowest scores of all the business units for engagement indicators and drivers respectively. Comparing the survey results of these 2 business units will help us get to a better understanding of what is working and what is not in the 2 business units. To get started with the comparison, select the Deliveries unit in the first column. To see how the survey scores differ from the previous survey, load the 2016 dataset in the second column and select the Deliveries unit again. Then load the 2017 survey results in the third column and select Finance and Administration. The survey scores, participation data, sampling errors, and distribution graphs are shown next to each other in 3 columns for comparison. See the first and second how-to videos for more on distribution graphs and sampling errors. The Deliveries unit's engagement indicator scores are much lower than those of Finance and Administration. Their results have also deteriorated significantly from 2016 to 2017, which should be a cause for concern. To see the filter settings for each column, expand the filter panel. Or even better, add a short description for each of the columns. Interestingly, the Deliveries unit's 2016 survey scores for the engagement drivers are on par with those of Finance and Administration, but their scores deteriorated markedly in the 2017 survey. Critically analyzing the survey scores and identifying outliers and patterns can help not only to highlight positive aspects that need to be reinforced, but also to identify areas of concern that need to be addressed. The employee voice driver experienced the biggest decrease of all the drivers, with all 3 questions showing a marked decrease in the 2017 survey. To explore the Deliveries unit's declining survey scores a bit further, let's look at the engagement indicator scores per demographic category, which can be assessed via the appropriate filter in the Unit Subunit tab. All the demographic categories show pertinent variations in the survey scores, even among the different genders. For instance, to compare the survey scores of the different genders, select the male attribute in the first column and update the heading accordingly. Load the 2017 survey results in the second column and select the female attribute. The survey results confirm that the female respondents are significantly more engaged than their male counterparts. The female respondents' survey scores for the engagement drivers are much higher as well. In the personal development driver, for instance, the male respondents scored notably lower than the female respondents. The low scores of both genders for the third question stand out and highlights a potential area of concern. In addition, the male respondents clearly feel they do not have the same career opportunities as their female counterparts, and that they do not get sufficient opportunities to develop and learn new skills. This gender imbalance could point to one of the causes why the deliveries unit's survey scores showed such a significant decrease and warrants further investigation. To conclude the video series, let's look at how the dashboard can be used for custom-designed surveys. The survey results we have shown you up to now were for Mindset's Flow at Work Engagement Survey. The dashboard can also be used to display the survey results of custom-designed surveys, such as Values or Culture Survey. To select a different survey, click on the Survey drop-down in the side panel. Custom surveys are designed during the survey definition and comprise of a number of survey dimensions and related survey questions. The way custom survey results are displayed in the dashboard differs in two respects from the way that Flow at Work survey results are displayed. Firstly, since a custom survey can use survey questions with up to 9 Likert options, the distribution graphs are simplified so they display only 3 bars. System administrators can, however, define the cutoff points for the green and red bars by means of the Settings function. For instance, to get the green bar to show the number of respondents who scored higher than 60% for a survey question, set the upper threshold to 60% and click on the Save button to apply. The distribution graphs will be updated accordingly. The second difference has to do with the way the survey dimensions are displayed. Unlike Mindset's Flow at Work survey that differentiates between indicator and driver dimensions, custom surveys only have driver dimensions, so they are displayed at the top of the page. And that concludes the last video in this series. You should now have a good understanding of the main features and key functionality of the Engage Analytics dashboard. Thank you for watching the How-To video series. We hope you found it useful.